Welcome to Project Freelance. What is up, you guys? I wanted to talk to you this week about things that you should get your creative friends for Christmas. For like an early Christmas gift, a late Christmas gift, what have you. This is Christmas gifts you should get for your creative friends. I have made a list for you, and you can purchase any and all of these things down in the description if you would like to. But without further ado, I'm not even there is no sponsored message today because this whole thing, all of these links are affiliate links. So if you end up clicking on something and purchasing it, I get a little bit of money for it. So thank you. Other than that, use Honey. Be sure to use Honey to get your discounts and get some money back on your purchases this year. All right. My cat is in play mode right now. So if you hear scrambling around in the background, it's just two cats having a good old time. Also, this is a call out, a shout out to any graphic designers. I am looking for a military patch type of design for a weapons company. So if you are a graphic designer and you want to get involved, it is paid. So just, keep that in mind. Hit me up on Instagram at no.tracers, or you can find me on Twitter at Kenagonio, Kenagonio. That's where you will find me. I am working with a company that makes sights, and they do night vision things and thermal sensors and all kinds of cool stuff, and they're looking for a badass logo. So if you are interested in something like that, hit me up, please. Let's get you to work. Let's get you some work for this new year, for Christmas, what have you. All right, and without further ado, these are a couple gifts that I think your creative friends may like, may enjoy, and may not have and may need / want. So the first thing that I have is, in my opinion, one of the most important things a creative should have, because we spend a lot of time in post. We spend a lot of time editing our videos, our photos, our audio, and we need a place where we can do that. And it's not cheap. It's not cheap to be able to afford the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, and unfortunately, you can't just flat out buy a Photoshop bundle anymore. You can't just buy a disc anymore. You have to go through and get the membership for the Adobe Creative Cloud. And while you can simply just get Adobe Photoshop through the Creative Cloud, it's still a monthly fee. It's still a pain in the butt, and if you want to help out a creative, I've got some discounts for you. And you can hook them up with Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Adobe Audition for their audio, After Effects. There's so much that you could do. Right now, they just announced a new product called Adobe Rush. It's basically you can make and edit videos on the go. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your laptop. Whatever you got, you can use Adobe Rush. So check that out if you are starting to get into video work. Definitely check out Adobe Rush. It's brand new. I haven't even checked out the features of it. I should do like a little video tutorial. I'll put that up on youtube.com/justtheletterk, or I will put it at justtheletterk.com, and you can see it in the editing tutorials section of my website. It will be up there. So Adobe is definitely one of the most highly recommended things that I could tell you to get a creative for a gift, because it does cost us money every month, and as a freelancer, you will know that we have monthly subscriptions that we have to pay for. For example, we have Adobe to pay for every month. We also have Google Drive storage to pay for every month. We also have iCloud storage to pay for every month. Some people also have like Dropbox or WeTransfer Pro, which means we have that to pay for every month. And then there's other things like Vimeo Pro, Soundcloud Pro, which is like one of the places I put the podcast. I also put it up on Anchor FM, and you can actually go over to Anchor, guys, and you can leave me a message, like a voicemail, and I can answer those. So in this new year, I want to put that into play. I want you guys to be able to ask me questions for these podcasts. So head over to anchor.fm. I'll put the direct link down below. And if you have something you need me to talk about, hit me up on there. Leave me a little voice memo and I will answer it in the podcast. Also, the second thing I want to talk to you guys about is photography classes for friends of yours that are trying to learn more about photography or video work, and they need some tips. They need to ask somebody some questions that they have specifically so that they can get their personal questions answered. I have photography classes. They're $50 an hour on Skype. It's actually pretty affordable, I think, for spending an hour with somebody who, has a degree in this stuff, knows what they're talking about, does a podcast weekly. Go to justtheletterk.com/booking, and you can book either your own session or you can book a session for somebody else. I've loved doing those. Also, if you do get a photography class with me, there is a possibility of it getting put into a podcast episode. So that's another option. If you've wanted to give podcasting a test, that's a way to do it. Or just hit me up if you have something interesting that you want to talk about, that you think you could bring knowledge and insight to the table. Please hit me up at contact@justtheletterk.com. I just got hit up by a guy named Josh Adams. He is currently on tour working for the opener band on a Five Finger Death Punch tour right now. So he's going to be on the podcast in the coming weeks, talking to you guys a little bit about what he does. And I'm actually super, super stoked that people have been actually hitting me up. I've had a couple people hit me up now just thanking me for making this podcast. And to you guys, I have to say thank you for listening to the podcast. I mean, it's crazy. I didn't think that I would get to 50 episodes, but here we are, 50 episodes of the podcast. It's almost an entire year's worth of podcasts every single week. There's 54 weeks in a year. You know how math works. So, yeah, if they need help, get them a photo class. That's a great way to go, especially for the holidays. And, I mean, it's me. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want to chat with me for an hour about whatever it is you want to chat about? All right, so let's go to something a little bit more tangible, something you can actually use if you're a photographer or a filmmaker. There are these little glass orbs that people use to get really cool, reflective shots, or really cool, round 360 type of interesting artistic shots. I don't know what these glass orbs are, but I should probably look that up before I talk about them in my podcast, huh? They're literally just crystal ball lens type of things for photography. Glass orb photography is pretty much what it's called, or crystal ball refraction photography. So yeah, these things, you can pick them up for $12 on Amazon. They range anywhere from $10 to $12 up to, a couple $100 depending on what you're looking for. So down in the description, there's an Amazon link for you guys if you want to check out some of these options that I've put up here for you. It's really, really fun. Somebody got me one for a gift last year, and it's one of my favorite little things that I use when I go out and I shoot. I do a lot of architecture with it because it kind of flips it around, so it's a really unique, interesting. It's just a fun little, it's a fun little toy to experiment with. Really, it's not gonna get you new jobs or anything, but it's definitely a very cool way to take photos, and it's a style that's in right now. So if you want to kind of step into the world of crystal ball refraction photography, you should definitely check out one of these. Like I said, they range from $12 anywhere up to a couple $100 depending on what you want. Also, if you Google glass orb for photography, you will see a moon jellyfish in glass, and it is beautiful. It's $840, but I kind of want that. All right, so the next thing is a paracord strap for your camera. There are a bunch of people that make these, on Instagram, on Etsy. There's a bunch of photographers. There's somebody on Instagram called Straps by L. Rubes. If you go over there, it's a mom and dad team, believe it or not, and they right now have an 11% off deal. So if you go to strapsbylrubes.com, you can check them out. I like their stuff a lot. They do a really good job. I've never actually used one of theirs, but they look beautiful in their photos. So that's kind of, you're welcome for that shout out, guys. I hope your stuff is good. If it is, please, everybody, leave them a nice little message on Instagram letting them know that Project Freelance sent you their way. And yeah, go get a strap. I use a paracord strap on my camera. I also, I use a crossbody rig to carry my camera when I don't want to actually hold it in my hands, that I got off of Wish for $10. So yeah, another thing, Wish is a really good place, to be completely honest with you, for finding cheap little camera accessories that are actually decent. I've bought a couple things off of there, and I've used everything that I've bought, and I'm shocked. I'm just astonished that Wish can, like, the sellers can afford to sell things for, free, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. It's crazy to me. But hey, that's how people are making money these days, I guess. The cheapest gets it. So something else that you could hook up one of your creator friends with would be an Apple gift card. And the reason I say this is because you guys know Apple products are extremely expensive. They offer trade-ins. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Apple, you can actually trade in your old devices and they'll send you a gift card so that A, you can recycle your product, and B, you can get some money back so you can purchase a new device. I actually just ordered a new iMac last night. I was going to get the 27-inch iMac, but the 21.5-inch actually is faster. A bigger screen. They've got more to process. They got, all that shit. But I didn't need a 27-inch iMac. I had a 27-inch iMac, and while I loved it, I didn't need 27 inches of iMac because when in doubt, I just plug into an external monitor anyway, so I have a bigger screen. So it's like, basically, it's just wasting another like $600 on a bigger screen. So I just went with the smaller one. It's faster. I got it souped up, so it has all the top specs on it. It's ready to go. And I traded in an old iMac that crashed on me. I traded in a MacBook from 2011. I got like $40 for it, but I mean, I was just going to throw it away. So that's $40 towards that new iMac. And then my old iMac that crashed, they were offering me like $520, and they dropped it down to $120. So make sure your stuff's in good shape. Don't put stickers all over your shit. That's another thing. Like, I used to be the person that put stickers on their car, and then I learned the hard way that it's really expensive to get all that shit off of your car. So same thing with computers, devices like that. Don't put stickers on your shit because it's just going to devalue it. It looks cool, but I mean, if you want to take it off, you're going to have ugly residue, and it's never going to look the same. So keep that in mind. I don't know if you are the kind of person that sticker slaps all your shit, but I used to be, and I no longer do that for the very reason that we're talking about. It devalues everything when you try to resell it. So Apple gift cards are huge. And I know most of these things are money related, but hey, that's how you get gifts, right? It's just money. Most people just ask for money these days, but I'm trying to give you guys some like legit, tangible things as well. Another thing you can get them is an art print. You can get them a photo print, either from, a photographer like myself. There are millions of photographers on Instagram. If you see some of their photography and you're like, damn, I wish I could have a print of that, hit them up. Just DM them on Instagram, comment, be like, yo, I'd love to buy a print of this from you. Like, guaranteed, if you tell that to a photographer, they will drop everything and they will make sure that you get a print of whatever it is that you're wanting. So definitely check that out. There are a couple different places you can go to get some really cool prints. I highly recommend Society6. They have such a wide variety of everything from graphic design work to photography work. I've got stuff up there. If you go to society6.com/kanagonio, you'll find it. I think I need to switch it to no tracers. Whatever it is, it's going to be in the description. If you guys want to get a photo print of mine, head over there. I don't have a whole lot of on Society6. Most of the stuff I have is on justtheletterk.com. But if you go to Society6, you can get my stuff or anyone's stuff printed on everything. Anything from, cutting boards to photo prints to shower curtains, rugs, area rugs, blankets, wall tapestries, canvas prints, mugs, backpacks, duffel bags, t-shirts. You can get your stuff printed on pretty much anything. You don't have to order like 20 of them to do it. You can order one duffel bag if you want. So that's a really, really cool. I think Society6 really stands out, and their products always come out extremely well. So if you want to head over there, there are millions and millions of pieces of art that you could pick up for somebody. They always have discounts going on. They always have sales. I have a curator link, which is like art that I recommend. And it's not just my stuff, it's stuff that I've either seen and I've liked or I've, purchased. So I have a curator link down in the description of this podcast if you guys want to see what I recommend on Society 6. The next thing that I want to recommend to you guys to get for your creator friends is a GoPro. And here's the thing, GoPro has, I feel, gone into the price range where it's definitely the most affordable action camera for amateur and professional creators. I do, however, wish the GoPro Hero 5, 6, and 7 were better in low lighting. I think that they kind of stepped away from what the camera actually needs to do to focus on touchscreen features, and I don't care about touchscreen features. I just need the GoPro to work. I need it to work in low lighting. The GoPro Hero 4 worked great in low lighting. 5, 6, and 7 are grainy as hell. It's like going back to the 2000s. I hate it. I'm thinking about actually trading in my Hero 6 and getting the 4 again because I genuinely like it so much better. The other thing is that the Hero 5, 6, and 7 are waterproof as is. So they're kind of built into this shell, which means the microphone has this little bubble around it, which makes it sound like you're in a tunnel. So again, we're going back to like the 2000s. For the sake of it being waterproof, I would rather just buy an underwater housing, which I did anyway. And then I realized I didn't need it because it was already waterproof. But I mean, redundancy, whatever. But the GoPro is definitely an affordable option for your budget, for your Christmas budget, if you're trying to get something a little bit lower end for a creator friend. Those range from about $320 to like $500. And like I said, all the links down in the description are affiliate links. So if you use those links, it helps me out a ton. And something that just came out that should definitely be on your list for your creator friends is the DJI Osmo Pocket Ultra HD action camera. Basically, DJI took the gimbal design from their drones and put it into a handheld size that you can put into your pocket. Stabilization camera. Oh my God, this thing is crazy. Casey Neistat did a review of it. But this thing is about $350. You can get it from Best Buy, Walmart, Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description if you guys want to go check it out a little bit more. This thing is tiny, compact. The audio isn't that great, but my goodness, for something you can shove in your pocket, I am super impressed. DJI, thank you for continuing to make devices that are more easily accessible and user-friendly. Now you just need to make a GoPro that is better than the GoPro in low lighting. Either DJI or Sony should invest their money into making an action camera. I think Sony could do a great job with it, especially since they do such good low light work. So those are just a few things that you can pick up for your creator friends this Christmas. Let me know what is on your wish list if I missed it. I'm curious to hear what other creators are asking for, what they're looking for. Personally, all I'm asking is for you to support me by clicking one of those links in the description. You can get a photo print at justletterk.com/prints or society6.com/kanagonio. All these links will be down below. Don't worry, guys. Also, if you want to get a Skype class with me, $50, 1 hour, justletterk.com/booking. Let's get you booked. Let's get you scheduled. Let's get you a lesson. Let's get you note up. And let's maybe even get you on this podcast. Thank you, guys. I hope your 2019 is amazing. The next episode you will hear from me is going to be an episode about my 2019 goals. Not so much resolutions, just my goals for 2019. I hope you come back next week. Subscribe for this podcast so you get updates and you get notified when a new episode comes out. But just so you know, they come out every Monday morning at 7 o'clock a.m. PST, just in time for you to wake up and go to work. Thanks, guys. My name is Kay Anagonio, and I am the host of this podcast, Project Freelance. Do me a favor on your social media, #Project Freelance. I want to see the things you guys are working on this year.